Witam serdecznie na spotkaniu z Ingo Romlingiem. Chciałem zapytać na początek, czy Państwo potrzebujecie tłumaczenia? To znaczy, czy też możemy rozmawiać po angielsku? Czy ktoś z Państwa chciałby, żebym tłumaczył naszą rozmowę? Czy możemy jej... Nikt nie ma potrzeby. Okej, no to będziemy w takim razie tak działać. She only talks in German, so either you're going to respond both in English and German, or I'm going to need to translate.
I can respond in German. Ich kann auch auf Deutsch antworten.
I will translate that. I'll do my best to do it. Okay, so our guest today is Ingo Romling, the prominent author of the newly published series Malcolm Max in Poland by Screen Comics. It's great to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
The invitation, and we hope the stay is going to be not only nice for us but also for you and all you're going to get from this festival and the people you're going to meet. How do you like making comics? Is it a job or is it a hobby?
I think, meanwhile, it's both. When I was a child, I have been dreaming about making comic books one day, but now it's both. I have Malcolm Max is my own serial together with Peter Mannigan, and I have another serial I'm working on is Star Wars, and this is more like a job, but it's both of it is lots of fun to do.
Okay. Zapytałem o to, czy to bardziej praca, czy hobby. Okazuje się, że stało się to pracą również dzięki serii Star Wars, która jest taka bardziej wymagająca, atencji mniej pasjonująca. Malcolm Max ewidentnie jest tutaj takim zadaniem świetnym, które z Peterem Manniganem realizują. I wanted to ask about Star Wars later on, but if we are there already, maybe you could just give us an insight about how this is working for the series, which has such a long tradition and a great impact on Europe and well, both whole world nowadays.
You mean Malcolm X?
No, I mean Star Wars. How do you feel about it? Is it a great responsibility? How do you respond to this kind of task to draw something like that?
Yes, at first it was very exciting for me because it felt exactly like this, like a big responsibility for, oh my God, this huge Star Wars thing. But fortunately, all the guys at Panini in Germany, very nice guys, and the writers are very nice guys, and we have a lot of fun. And I had to learn about the characters and a little bit about the universe. I am a Star Wars fan, so I know some stuff about it, and so I got used to it, and yeah, it's great. It's an honor to participate.
To wielka odpowiedzialność i też zaszczyt pracować nad taką serią i oczywiście wymagało, mimo tego, że Ingo jest zainteresowany Gwiezdnymi Wojnami, do szkolenia się i uzupełnienia wiedzy o charakterach, postaciach, wątkach, zanim praca mogła toczyć się zupełnie płynnie. Did you like the latest Star Wars movie?
Oh, yes, I did.
Because the society is divided, you know. It's like dark force
and they are right. I understand why, but for me it's like the old Star Wars feeling is back. But because I didn't like episode 1 to 3, not so much because it wasn't like the original Star Wars feeling for me. And episode 7 was, yeah, it's back.
Czyli rozczarowanie pierwszą, drugą i trzecią częścią Gwiezdnych Wojen sprawiło, że ta nowa ucieszyła Ingo bardzo mocno i to dawne uczucie pierwszej, oryginalnej trylogii powróciło, że Gwiezdne Wojny są znów tutaj. If we can move to Malcolm, which I really adore as a series, I'm really interested in all the 19th century, all the transitions from 19th to 20th century stories which are published nowadays. How do you think this kind of curiosity worked for our culture, that we are interested in the 19th century and that we want to go back and invent our stories back then? Why do this back then and not make the story contemporary?
You mean, I think this episode in history is very fascinating because the Victorian era is so full of development, and it's like that the modern society did a jump into the industrial times. Like they have a lot of sciences coming up. And what's so fascinating about the time is that people, it's very new for the people to be confronted with science. And for most of the people, it was like the same like it's witchcraft or magic stuff. Like we have electricity and whoa, what is that? And so we had a lot of fascinating stories like from Jules Verne from this time, and like it's mixed up with mystery, magic, technology, and science, and so I think that's how the steampunk stuff got so popular.
Pytałem o powód, dla którego wiek XIX jest dzisiaj ważnym zagadnieniem dla twórców fabuł, również komiksowych. Ingo mówi, że jakby powodem, który on dostrzega jest tamtej epoki zderzenie z industrializacją, z postępem technicznym, z wynalazkami, które się pojawiają i to zdziwienie, które odczuwają ludzie tamtego czasu, jest pewnego rodzaju lekcją. Patrzenie na naukę jak na magię, jak na zjawiska nadprzyrodzone świetne znajduje odzwierciedlenie w literaturze tamtego czasu. W powieściach Juliusza Werna chociażby, które ukazują zmieniający się świat i zmiany w technice, ale jako taką miksturę złożoną również z rzeczy niesamowitych i dziwnych, a nie tylko tego, co dzisiaj nazwalibyśmy science fiction. To jest też powodem, dla którego nurt steampunkowy jest tak żywotny. This is something I wanted to ask, because, well, the series takes something of the most interesting themes in nowadays writing about 19th century. So you get like the detective story, you get this steampunk plot, you get a vampire, who we don't know what her role is going to be in the future, but we expect much from her.
Yeah, me too.
It must be a great fun to mix all that together.
It is, yeah, of course. I think Peter, it was first, it was a concept for listening. I don't know the word.
Audiobook?
Audiobook, yes, exactly. Thank you. It was an audiobook, and it started. I think it started 2 years before he contacted me, and but Peter had always the idea to make it a comic book, a comic serial, and I think it was the audiobook was planned as an add-on for a horror magazine, and so I think that's why we had vampires in it. And now it's mixed up with steampunk and vampire stuff. And in the next one we will have some demons, maybe. Yeah, that's it. One mix.
Rozmawiamy o tym, że mieszanie tych elementów rozmaitych historii wampirycznych, detektywistycznych i steampunkowych przekłada się na radość, but it also builds dangerous aspects of your work. It's something like for me, it's kind of walking on the very thin ice, which I think you do great. But still we have to be very constant about those changing venues, about the life where we get the newest inventions, and we get a vampire walking along with that. And the vampire which doesn't drink blood as long as now, as up to now.
Sorry, I didn't get what is the thin line you're talking about? What?
Thin ice.
Thin ice?
It is mixing.
You mean that it could maybe not be horror enough or steampunk enough? I'm not sure. I consider it like an adventure story. It's like you can do whatever you want. And I hope the people like it. So it's of course it's some kind of experiment. When we try to come up with something new. We don't want to make a classic horror story, and we don't want to make a classic detective story, and so we mix it up, and hopefully it's some kind of original. Maybe.
The most intriguing thing with it is your part of the job, because we're giving the visual style to this mixture, and I think that works pretty good, and still I wanted to ask about the science process on it. I know that Peter Menigan found you on that, and inspired by your work decided to invite you to this project. Is it so?
You mean how the project?
How you came on board on the project? How you got invited to the project?
Yes, he told me that he was looking for comic illustrators for a long time. And he had the plan to do it with some German illustrator. And he kept looking, and when he contacted me, I think he didn't find anybody, and who was willing to participate in such a project, because it is new. Nobody knew his name, although Peter is a very experienced writer even for TV serial, and he did a lot of comic book work, and so he got a little bit exhausted. He went to Google search and was typing in Illustrator Germany, like and suddenly there was my name. He told me about it, and he clicked and he saw the pictures and he picked up the phone and he gave me a call, and he sent me an email, and at first I was like, well, okay. Because I sometimes get inquiries by people, well, let's do a comic book, and people always think that it's doing a comic book is like basically like having fun and drinking beers and having funny ideas, and it's my part to draw it. The other guy is drinking beer and having the ideas, and I draw it. So, but it's not like that, and I was like, yeah, you want to do a comic book? And he was like, can I send you a proposal, a story proposal? And I have a script ready. And then I was like, there's a script ready. And then he sent me the script, and it was like this thick, like research material and stuff.
And you just thought, where's the beer?
No?
And you just thought, where's the beer?
Yeah, something like that. And it was not only one fully ready done script, it was for two serials, and one of them was Malcolm X, and I read the script and I liked it, and so I got back to him and was like, well, let's do it. And luckily the Splitter publisher in Germany had a look and said yes, we'll do it.
I did a little translating. Mówiłem o tym wcześniej, że stąpanie po kruchym lodzie, jakie jest mieszanie konwencji tak rozmaitych, nawet jeśli skupionych na przełomie XIX i XX wieku, wymagało ogromnej wrażliwości. No i wydaje się, że styl rysowania Ingo Romlinga tutaj znakomicie jest taką przestrzenią środka, gdzie te konwencje bezpiecznie się spotykają. Zapytałem też o początki współpracy, wiedząc, że ten casting rozegrał się jakby w głowie Petera Meningena podczas przeszukiwania internetu. który, jak Ingo uzupełnił, zesperowany, nie mogąc znaleźć rysownika, którego sobie wymarzył, niemieckiego rysownika, zaczął szukać w Google'ach i ostatecznie trafił na nazwisko Inga i obejrzawszy rysunki, wystąpił z propozycją. Ingo był sceptyczny, ponieważ te propozycje spływają do rysowników bardzo często, ale przestał być sceptyczny, kiedy otrzymał scenariusz, a właściwie 2 scenariusze do 2 serii, z których jedną jest właśnie realizowany Malcolm Max. And here comes the thing which somehow shocked me in the first place about this comic, positively I think, but it was kind of intriguing when compared to other comics published nowadays, because the layouts of the pages are very not, well, they are original, that's the word I have to use.
Okay.
Well, you don't, for example, divide, when you jump from one thread of action to another, you don't wait for the end of this page. You don't even end till the end of the line. You sometimes just divide it. This is like montage in film done very sharply, and we have to be very attentive because we have no comfort of looking at the whole page and knowing, okay, this is one place. No, it could be like 3 pages with you guys. Is it your idea or is it Peter's?
It is some kind of both. Peter is doing a very long version script. He's doing a lot of descriptions and very detailed descriptions, and at the end of every script page there is a small sketch of a proposal for the comic, for the layout, and he's often jumping from one place of action to another, and even in one page. And he's doing a lot of writing and doing a lot of panels, and it was my job to make it maybe more interesting. Like I always like to have a surprising element in a comic layout, and I have a quite classic layout. I don't do like panels like going like this and so like the American superhero stuff, but I prefer a very dense layout, and I like to do a lot of details. Yeah.
Pytałem o oryginalne plansze, które w Malcolmie Maxie obserwujemy, które polegają na jakby przecięciach między wątkami fabuły, nie tyle w przestrzeni stron, przełomu stron, tylko faktycznie czasem w jednej linii obrazkowej. Pytałem o to, po której stronie leżała decyzja. Gdzieś po środku Peter Manningham jest autorem, który bardzo skrupulatnie opisuje panele, plansze, ale też zostawia możliwość do dyskusji. Natomiast też potrafi naszkicować, jak wyobraża sobie układ konkretnej planszy. Nasz czas się kończy. Czy Państwo macie może jakieś pytania? Bo ja nie chciałbym tutaj zajmować całego czasu. Ja mam ich jeszcze mnóstwo i nie zdążę ich zadać niestety, jak mi pokazuje kolega, ale oczywiście podobnie jak Państwo będę miał możliwość, mam nadzieję, spotkać Ingo gdzieś po drodze. Ale teraz jest okazja, by zrobić to na forum. So do you have any questions? Questions, yeah.
Na czym się Pan wzorował od strony graficznej, biorąc pod uwagę tych bohaterów? Czy miał Pan w głowie jakieś postacie, nie wiem, filmowe, czy to już było tak zarysowane fantastycznie, że już tylko scenariusz i obrazek?
What was your inspiration for the images of the characters, for how they're going to look like? Did you have an inspiration, or did the script just make the very precise thing?
Yes. We had a lot of inspiration sources, and in the first place, Peter wanted to do that I draw Malcolm X like Sherlock Holmes, the modern Sherlock Holmes, like Robert Downey, the Robert Downey version, and I was like, no, I don't want to make him too similar, but the character has some similar elements in it, and. Yes, I do optical research, and I like to browse through pictures of of actors, because when I am reading a book, I'm using in my head. I use I use actors. The characters are looking for me like actors, and I had one part of it. It is Robert Downey, maybe the beard, almost like a 3-day beard like me. Yes, it's a lot of optical research for me. I have a Google search, image search, and looking for characters, for different characters, and say, oh, that's a nice guy, and whoa, she's beautiful, and she's fascinating, and mix them up into one new character. It's one inspiration source. Sorry, another inspiration source is Peter is doing a lot of research. He is doing a lot of research. He did a lot of research in London, and he sent me a huge package of pictures of buildings and areas and streets, and I kept researching about all the details like lamps and money notes and keys. Like the fascinating thing is it's always been there in this era because they had electric light and they had typewriters, and it was fascinating to do all the research.
Zaczynając od końca, a może nie od samego, ale rzecz się oczywiście sprowadzała do bardzo dużej ilości poszukiwań i po stronie scenarzysty i po stronie Inga, który poszukuje inspiracji patrząc na żywe twarze, często twarze aktorów filmowych. W tym przypadku Menningen sugerował, by nasz bohater był typem Sherlocka Holmesa w duchu postaci stworzonej przez Roberta Downeya Jr. w najnowszej dylogii poświęconej temu bohaterowi. Elementy pozostały, ale jednak Ingo chciał od tego odejść, więc mówimy tutaj o miksturze, ale tak, generalna technika pracy polega na poszukiwaniu źródeł w twarzach żywych ludzi. So we should probably be aware that we are also a study project for you, and we can expect probably some time to be found on the page.
Yes, it is. My internal recording device is always running.
Okay. So this is why you didn't mind recording the meeting, because I'm just wondering whether I'm going to be a vampire or a nice female slaughtered in the first page. Thank you very much for this wonderful time.
Tylko tak informacyjnie dla Państwa, chcieliśmy zaprosić na stoisko Scream Comics 24 sektor L. Ingo będzie tam do Państwa dyspozycji, będzie pięknie rysował, można go zobaczyć przy pracy na żywo za chwilę.
Thank you.
Thank you.